Hey guys, what's up? JK with PornReboot here, and today we're going to be talking about the 10 rules for a perfect recovery plan. Now, it took me many years of trial and error to come up with the perfect combo of principles needed to experience healthy, consistent recovery from porn and masturbation addiction. Now, if you have a recovery plan of any sort, for it to work its magic, there are a few principles that you must incorporate into it. Before we get into it, here's a shameless plug. This week, the PornReboot Intensive, that's my live online weekly group coaching with accountability, is open for enrollment. So you can get access to the group by clicking on the link in the description below. Let's get into the 10 rules. The first is self-belief. Belief is the foundation of all successful recovery. So believe that recovery can become a lifestyle, and a lifestyle that does much more than simply get you off pornography. Believe that recovery can actually make you a better man. Now, personally, unrelated to my porn use, recovery improved my self-esteem and took me from being this scrawny guy who weighed 120 pounds to putting me in the gym. I put on some muscle. I dropped my body fat to below 8% body fat. I became ambitious. I fixed my bad financial habits. So it really is a lifestyle, and you can learn how to incorporate it into your life. It doesn't have to be simply about pornography. All the areas of your life that you're fixing will also help you in the long run. The second is take responsibility. So no one can do your recovery for you. I've spoken about this in the past. I have some clients whose parents or spouses have paid for their recovery coaching to encourage them to get help, but no one is going to do the assignments for you. No one is going to reach out and get accountability partners for you. No one is going to read recovery books for you. If you don't have that kind of support, the support of a partner or parents, understand that no one is going to enroll in the intensive for you. No one is going to search for these things for you. It's all on you. You got to do that work. So every client of mine, every student in the PornReboot course, every member of my intensive must work harder on the course and on their recovery than I do. And while I'm here to encourage you, it is your responsibility to motivate yourself. So understand that as a man in today's society, no one is going to do the work for you. So take responsibility for yourself today, okay? The third is that recovery is not perfect. Now, one of my mottos for recovery is that good enough is good enough. We're human, and no one does a perfect job of recovery. So think of how your need to be perfect contributes to your porn addiction. See, as long as you're doing your best, your recovery is going to carry you on through your end goal. So stop beating yourself up each time you slip. The fourth is to understand that community and having a group is very important. Now, over the past decade, I've seen men who began their journey to quit porn about the same time as I did, and nothing has changed for them. Nothing has changed at all. It's just an endless cycle of starting and failing while their lives just putter along like some old unreliable car, always mediocre, always undependable, and always breaking down. Now, you may feel that your recovery needs to be a secret to recover. That's fine. You can keep it a secret from friends and family, but if it remains a secret, you're not going to make it. There are many people who have been in recovery longer than you have who have very valuable insights into your journey because they've been through all of it. And a group allows you to learn from other people and avoid making their mistakes, not to mention it keeps you accountable. The fifth is recovery involves sacrifice. So there's a price to pay to live free of porn and masturbation. You know, recovery takes time, and sometimes it even takes money. And you may need to let go of some of your favorite TV shows or hobbies to make time for recovery. And it takes time to build a new lifestyle. It takes time to attend supportive groups, to build healthy habits. You may even have to take up a side job to afford a counselor or a recovery coach. Many of them have auctioned off things. Many of them have taken up second jobs. Many of them have worked extra hours. Many of them have taken loans to be able to get into a treatment center. Many of them have borrowed money from their family members. But they all did this because that's how seriously they took recovery. They were willing to make sacrifices. Personally, I gave up many friendships. I gave up watching TV. I gave up movies, video games, eating out in restaurants, consumer activities. I gave up all of these to focus on my recovery for 2 years. So accept that you have to sacrifice something to regain happiness in your life. The sixth is absolute honesty. So porn addiction thrives in secrecy and lies. You must first be honest with yourself. So the fact that your friends and peers engage in casual sex and watch porn as normal behavior, this doesn't change the fact that it has deeply negatively affected your life. The fact that rough sex, porn, and having affairs or cheating are glamorized in popular culture does not change the fact that it made you an addict. So drop this lie that it's just a small problem or it's not a big deal. Porn addiction is not a little problem. It's a very serious issue that can completely destroy your life, if it hasn't already. It is not a high sex drive issue. It's not sexual frustration. It is an addiction. And when you become honest about this, your recovery plan begins to work for you. The seventh is nothing is more important than recovery in your life. If you got diagnosed with cancer, would there be anything more important than treating it? Sure, you may be in a relationship. You may have a child. You may have some other important goal in life. But you know that if you do not make treating cancer your ultimate priority in life at that point, you will lose everything else on your priority list. Similarly, if recovery from porn addiction is not the most important thing in your life for a period of time, your recovery plan is not going to work. That's the truth. The eighth is your style of recovery will rarely be better than other proven methods. Now, I can't remember where I got this analogy from, but if somebody remembers, please let me know so I can attribute it. But basically, you can beat on the keys of a piano with a hammer as much as you like. You're never going to produce a classical piece of music. You can watch as many UFC and MMA fights as you want, but you're never going to be able to beat a UFC champion or be one. You can choose systems of recovery that have worked for hundreds of people, or you can choose your own style and get ineffective, unreliable results. If you truly plan to recover, choose a method that has worked and let it work its thing on your life. When you're successfully off porn for a year or 2 years, then feel free to experiment by adding your own system, but follow a process, okay? The ninth rule is trust the professionals. Listen, they're mental health professionals, they are coaches, they are counselors who have dedicated their lives, their careers to treating porn addiction. So you have the freedom to choose your method of recovery. However, just remember that it makes sense to follow the advice of professionals who are skilled in porn addiction recovery. You know, if someone like Warren Buffett gave you advice on investing, would you do the opposite of what he recommends because he's way more advanced than you? No, you wouldn't. The 10th is be vulnerable. Have you built so many walls around yourself that no one is able to see the real you? One of the characteristics of porn addicts is that you have isolated yourself emotionally from those who love you. If you were raised to believe that expressing feelings or emotions is wrong, try and make an effort to be a little bit more open. You have to be human. You have to accept the fact that you're not perfect. And that's how your recovery plan is actually going to work. So there you have it, guys, the 10 rules of a perfect recovery plan. Now, whenever you're ready, here's how I can help you gain control of your porn and masturbation addiction within 6 short weeks. My 6-week group coaching program is based on systems. It's not based on willpower. It's not based on counting down the days that you've spent off porn. So in this program, you're going to be able to find out what the pain you are medicating actually is. You'll identify whatever obstacles are blocking your path to quitting porn, and you'll craft a perfect recovery plan to hit your goals fast. Again, no willpower. No white knuckling through this. No more self-doubt. No more guessing if your dick is going to work next time you have sex. You'll also get an accountability partner. You'll get live group coaching. You'll get a one-on-one call with me. You'll get to see me live in a group setting every week online. You'll get lifetime access to the program. So this is for you if you are tired of collecting information and tips from all over the internet to help you with your situation, and you're ready for professional help and a recovery community to help you. And this is also for you if you're a very busy, high-performing professional. You don't have much time, you're in your mid-20s upwards, you're committed to your career, but you're just tired of living with this problem, and you'll do whatever it takes to create positive change in your life. So all you need to do is show up once a week and get yourself an accountability partner. That's good. It'll fit with your schedule. You must want to fix your problem now, and you must be serious about getting results as well. Now, this is not for you if you are the kind of guy who blames others or outside circumstances for your current situation, and if you don't take responsibility for your behavior and your success. The price to join is going to double after this weekend, and this program, as with all my programs, has limited spots available. So visit pornreboot.com/intensive to learn more about it, or click on the link in the description to join today. I'm JK, your brother in this struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Listen, if you found these 10 rules helpful, share them with 3 guys who you feel might benefit from them. Click on the subscribe button and on the little bell icon next to it to get notifications every time I release videos. Have a wonderful day.